Well, the day has finally come. This is the house that I grew up in. We haven't been here in, God, I don't know how long. It's been several years. But we got to take it down. And if we don't, the city will. But got all the windows out and all the artifacts that we want to keep. And got my good friend right here that's going to do the work for me. So you can see it hadn't been lived in a long time. The roof is caving in. All the rooms, ceilings are falling down. So, but growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. And my parents worked very honest jobs and did what they could do for us. And this is the place that I learned to be who I am. It's where I developed my work ethic from. So I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough, and I think y'all gotta go to the storage, right? Huh? Okay. So after I start. Oh, okay. So I'll do that, do a walkthrough, and then I think waiting on Mama. I think she said she wanted to see it. So. So she get her hair done? No, no, no. She's not getting her hair done. So. This entire porch we rebuilt. The original porch that was here with the house had, I mean, it was gone. So I remember we were out here rebuilding this whole porch. And when we moved, they had a lot of stuff. They got a storage, but the house they moved into, my parents, it was a smaller house than this one. So they couldn't take everything, but there was still a lot of papers and stuff like that left, some furniture, but wasn't nearly as bad as some of the demos that I've done. So anyway, when we moved, they couldn't take everything, so it is what it is. But all of this here, living room or entryway, we redid all of this. I mean, we did so much work to this house. And I remember as a kid on Saturdays, when most kids were out playing, we were working. So it's kind of one of those deals where, you did what you had to do. So, but this ceiling was fine, and then this one was fine too. In the kitchen here, you see there's still some stuff in here, but a lot of little small stuff, so I'm not really too worried about it. But you can see where the ceiling started to rot up there. And yep, we redid this kitchen I don't know how many times. So, or a few times, not that many times, but yep. This is the old casa. And actually, a lot of this stuff wasn't here, but after we moved out, they started getting stuff from the other house, and as time went on, and they went and, whoops, I think I paused it. Anyway, they started storing stuff up here, but that was my parents' room. Walk in here, they got a lot of little stuff right there, but you can see that ceiling's falling down, and that was the bathroom. I'm not going in there because it's kind of scary. And then this was my room. I painted this room back when I was much younger. Nowadays, I would never paint a room this color, but fairly big room. You can tell I was young when I did that because it's got the little pulse or whatever you want to call it. And actually, may not be able to see it, but I actually wrote my name with the taping and bedding stuff. So you can see CAISRA, and the M is over there. It's a big M, but it says Marseille across the wall. So, and then here, this is my graduation cap. Not that I care, but down at the bottom, you can't really see it either, but it says Lawson going across the bottom, and then there's a 2-1 right here, 21. My birthday, July 21st. So that was what the 2-1 stood for. I used 2-1 to identify a lot of stuff that I have. So, and then this was actually supposed to be a laundry room. I don't think we ever turned it into one, but. And then my brother's room was back here, and my God, there's a lot of papers and books and crap back here, but this was his room. And yep, we're actually supposed to put a door. Actually, that door right there led to a bathroom that we had on the other side, but we ended up tearing that bathroom down, and there was going to be a door right there on the corner over there, but don't think we put that one in there. So it's kind of one of those deals where he would have to actually walk through the laundry room to get to the other side of the house, but you know, it was what it was. That's the thing about being here in this place is that, oh, and all my lovely books from ITT, yes, they're going away. It was the worst mistake of my life going to ITT. But this is it. Okay, I had to pause it to get some stuff out. And I kind of have this thing about talking, whether it's on the phone or otherwise. I like my privacy, so. But anyway, this 1400 block of O'Neill Street was known by 4 houses originally. It was this house here, the green one, the yellow one, the one beside the excavator, and my house, and that blue house up there, but, you know, whatever. As far as the houses that always had something going on, it was my house, that house beside the machine, this house here, especially this house here, and this house here. And funny story, or it's kind of ironic, the guy that lives in this house is about the same age as my older brother, and we all went to school together. And then his sister, she is my age, and so him and my brother, they would sit at the bus stop and talk like, you know, crazy. And me and her, we never really talked. We just like kind of avoided each other for the longest time. And come to find out that, well, not come to find out, but as life went on, the only time we talked was after the bus dropped us off from school. We'd walk home and we would talk then, but you know, as far as before that, we didn't really say much to each other. But long story short, years and years and years went by, and she and I actually dated for a while, and I never knew, she actually had a crush on me. When I was younger, she was always saying she wanted me to say something to her, talk to her, or something like that. And back then I was shy, and so I was like, I wasn't going to talk to nobody. And I really didn't. Like, I didn't talk to any girls in school. So who the heck has somebody been getting drunk? Anyway, yeah, I didn't really talk to anybody in school, so sometimes she will throw that at me or whatever. Like, you know, I was trying to get you to talk to me all these years and you never said anything to me and blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, and I wasn't going to because I just wasn't that type of guy. Like I said, I was shy and thing is, when the bus would pass by, we had people that knew where I came from that saw my old house and they would make fun of it and stuff like that, laugh at me, and so it was one of those deals where, like I said, I wasn't going to you know be all out there. But anywho, uh, okay, everybody's waiting now. My cousin just came by trying to see what time I'm gonna take it down. Oh yeah, I gotta take this storage back here down. But yeah, funny thing, and I know she watches my videos. She probably don't want me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. She would always try to miss school, and so we walked to the bus stop together, and the bus would be coming down the street, and she'd be walking like super slow so she could miss school, and I would actually hold the bus for her to make sure she got to school, and she would be upset about that. I didn't know she was upset, but she wasn't wanting to go to school, so. But like I said, you know, never knew we would actually end up, you know, dating. I mean, still best of friends, and uh, one of the few people beyond my family. I think I've got one other friend. He's in New York right now, but one of the few people beyond my family that I would actually do pretty much anything for. Um, nothing but love and respect for her. So, and I know she's the same way towards me. So, we just got that bond like that. So, you know, you don't you don't run across many people nowadays that you know you can consider to be that way, or have a bond like that. So, anyway, um, yeah. Last time I'll look across the street from my old house and look at my neighbors. My parents used to get really upset because uh, this is her brother's house, the green house, and then the yellow house is her mom's house. And anytime people would come to her mom's house, they would park in the driveway and block our driveway and on the street and stuff like that. And she would be so upset, and because we couldn't get out of our driveway, and so we'd have to blow the horn and have somebody have to come running out or whatever. But kind of like my brother's truck is parked, except on the opposite side. So, but looking back on it, we just kind of laugh at it now. And she actually had her friend make a sign. I think her friend's name was Catherine, um, and she had her make a sign because back then none of us really knew how to speak Spanish. I do, but we didn't know how to speak Spanish. My parents didn't, and she made a sign that said something like, "Don't block my driveway, or I'll call the police," or something. So I don't know. I mean, it was, like I said, we laugh at it now. It was frustrating for them back, then, but now it's just kind of funny. So, and then her grandmother had a crush on my dad, and her granddad would always get upset because she'd be looking at my dad or whatever. And my dad used to be a professional bodybuilder, so, or semi-professional, whatever you want to call it. So, he was pretty well built, stocky, or whatever, muscular. So, but yep, that's what it was. So, anyway, I'm gonna uh, go put this thing in the cab, get ready to tear it down. I think they're just about ready. Got everything they need, and I'm trying to get done a lot quicker because I'm not getting paid for this job. But that's fine. I mean, if I didn't do it, my dad said he would pay me back for whatever I have to spend. But if I didn't do it, the city would come through here and they would charge us a humongous bill to tear this thing down. So, and because I'm a demolition contractor, there was no way I was going to let the city come and do that, which I know how to do myself on my childhood home. So, anyway, I'm going to put this up and waiting on, I think, my mom to get here. I think she wants to see it jump off. So, waiting on her to get here, and we'll get to tearing down. But a lot of childhood memories here. So at this point, we bid farewell.